In this section of Unit 2, we are going to cover the short vowels fatha, kasra, and dhamma, as well as their companion long vowels alif, waw, and ya, and also the vocabulary that you need for making conversations and meeting people.
The letter waw is pronounced like an exclamation of oo. When pronouncing it, exaggerate. Waw, like Alif, when it's a long vowel, should be pronounced twice as long as normal English vowels. Let's see how to write waw. Waw, when it's written alone, it's written like this. Example, zawj, which means husband. When waw is in the middle, it usually connects to the letter before it, like this. Example, mouse, which means bananas. Note that waw can also be written independently in the middle of the word. As you can see in the word zawj. When waw is at the beginning of the word, it looks like this. Waw at the beginning of the word is always written alone. Waw doesn't connect to any letter that comes after it. It can only connect to letters that come before it. Now let's look at waw at the beginning of the word. A good example is the word word, which means flowers. The letter ya. Ya sounds like ee in beep, but twice as long. It's a long vowel. Let's look at how to write it. When ya is at the end of the word and it connects to the letter before it, it looks like this. As in beiti, which means my house. When ya is written at the end of the word and it doesn't connect to the letter before it, it is written the same way it's written independently, like this. So once again, ya written independently looks like this. Example, the word qawi, which means strong. Ya in the middle, when it connects to both sides, look like this. A good example of this is the word bait, as in house. Ya at the beginning of the word looks like this. Example, the word yawm, which means day. As we talked about before, Arabic has both short and long vowels. The short vowels are called the fatha, which makes an a sound, the dhamma, which makes an u sound, and the kasra, which makes an I sound. If these sounds sound familiar to you, it's because each of the long vowels, alif, waw, and ya, has a short vowel that corresponds to it, meaning that the short vowels make the same sound as the long vowels that they correspond to, except they are pronounced for a shorter amount of time. The length of these short vowels is the same as most English vowels, while long vowels are twice as long as short vowels. Short vowels are written as the marks فتحة, كسرة, and ضمة. فتحة corresponds to the long vowel ألف. Compare باب وبحر. Did you see the difference? باب has a long vowel ألف, whereas بحر has a short vowel فتحة. كسرة corresponds to the long vowel ياء. Compare بيت وبت. Did you notice the difference? بيت has a long vowel ياء, whereas بت has a short vowel كسرة. ضمة corresponds to the long vowel واو. Compare فول وفل. Did you notice the difference? فول has a long vowel واو, whereas فل has a short vowel ضمة. Short vowels are written above or below the letter they are pronounced with. Let's look at some examples. باء with فتحة becomes ب. باء with ضمة becomes بو. باء with كسرة becomes بي. When we talk about short vowels in Arabic, we say they come after the letter which they are pronounced with. First, we write the letter, then we write the vowel. Like this. Here we have ta, tu, and ti. Writing in the short vowels is the final step in writing and is usually not done at all. As you learned in Unit 1, most Arabic texts are written without short vowels. This is an example of an unvoweled text. هذه حكاية حارتنا أو حكايات حارتنا وهو الأصدق. Now let's look at the section of the text with vowels. هذه كسرة كسرة. حكاية كسرة ضمة. حارتنا فتحة كسرة. أو حكايات فتحة كسرة ضمة. حارتنا فتحة كسرة. هذه حكاية حارتنا أو حكايات حارتنا. هذه حكاية حارتنا أو حكايات حارتنا. Greeting in Arabic is a very formulaic process. That means for every greeting there is a set of possible responses. In formal Arabic, you could say صباح الخير, which means good morning. The response would be صباح النور. You can also say مساء الخير, good evening. The response would be مساء النور. You can also start a conversation with السلام عليكم, peace be upon you, and the response would be وعليكم السلام, peace be upon you. In dialect, you can start with ازيك, how are you? The answer would be كويس if it's male, كويسة if it's female, or simply تمام, which means good.